Hey there, YouTube coin community. It's Dustin with CoinOp, and today we are going to take a look at 5 popular Indian head cent die varieties that you can find while you are searching your Indian head cents or out cherry picking coin shops. So let's dive right on in. Okay, first of all, we are going to take a look at the 1887 double die adverse Indian head cent. Now this one is listed as FS101, and as I had stated, this is a double die adverse. Now on this one, doubling can be seen very well on the word America, and you can also see it a little bit on the feathers as well, but it is strongest on the word America. Now, if you happen to come across one of these, values on these range anywhere from really low grades around $40 upwards to around $1,000, and that's for circulated grades. Now, in uncirculated conditions, they tend to run between $1,100 and $2,200. So this can be a very valuable variety if you happen to come across one of these. So make sure you keep your eyes open for this one. Okay, we are moving on to the coveted 1888/7. This is by far one of the most popular Indian head cent die varieties in existence. This is one that everybody likes to look for, and this is a really tough one to find. This is a very scarce variety. Now, as I had stated, this is the 1888/7. It is listed as FS301. Now on this one, what you are looking for is on the very last 8. You can see very fine remnants of a 7. The 8 was punched over top of a 7. Now this one is very tough to see. There are a few die markers for this one that you can look for as well. One of them would be the rim cud that can be found above the word United along the rim. That's a good die marker to look for, and if you see that die marker, then definitely check that date. But as I had stated, this is a very popular and very scarce variety. This is one of the most popular varieties in the Indian head cent series, so this does carry a substantial premium if you happen to come across one of these. Now on this one, values for this range anywhere in circulated condition from between $2,000 in really low grade up to around $30,000, and that's just for circulated condition. Now, uncirculated examples tend to trade between $30,000 and upwards of around $57,000. So as I had stated, this definitely carries a nice premium. So definitely keep your eyes open for this one when you are out coin searching. If you happen to find one of these, you are definitely on some money. Now we are going to move on to another popular 1888 variety. This is the 1888/88, or a misplaced date variety. Now for a long time, this was believed to be another 1888/7, a different type of 1888/7. But in recent years, it has been figured out that it is actually an 1888/88. It's a misplaced date. Now this misplaced date is listed as FS302. So if you ever have one of these graded certified, that's the designation it will come back with. Now when you were looking at these, you definitely are going to want to pay attention to the very last 8. Inside of the loop of the 8, there will be a bar. It's actually part of remnants of one of the 8s, but there'll be a bar right inside of the top loop. You can also see a bar inside the 8 right next to it, to the left of the primary one as well. Now this variety, if you happen to find one of these in really low grades, they start at around $75 and they go up to around $600 in circulated conditions. Now uncirculated conditions, they tend to trade between $650 upwards of $1,200. Okay, moving on, we are going to take a look now at an 1894/94. Now this one is listed as FS301. Once again, it's listed as FS301, and this is the 1894/94. Now on this variety, if you are looking at the date at the 1894, you will clearly see to the right and slightly north of the primary date, you will see remnants of another 9 and a 4. And it is clear as day. This is a variety that is actually naked eye visible. You do not need a jeweler's loupe to see this one, although it does help. But if you are looking at a really nice example in hand, you can see this one. So this is a really beautiful over date. This is the 1894 over 94. Now, if you happen to find one of these in your Indian head cent collection or while out cherry picking, examples of this one in really low grade start at around $45 and upwards of $500 in circulated conditions, and uncirculated examples tend to trade between $550 and all the way up to $2,700. Okay, we are now taking a look at a 1902 Indian head cent. Now this 1902 is listed as FS401. Again, it's listed as FS401. Now this one features heavy die gouges on the profile, and on this one it is directly below the eye. So it gives Lady Liberty this really cool appearance. She looks like she's getting ready to charge into battle. I don't know how you want to put it, but it just is a really unique variety in my opinion. Now this one is a popular variety, but I don't think it gets the amount of attention that it deserves because it is actually a really wild variety. Again, you do not need a jeweler's loupe to see this one. This one is clear as day, naked eye visible. You should be able to see this one just glancing through them, because it is quite obvious where the die gouge is at. Now on this one, if you happen to find one of these 1902 Scarface varieties, they start at around $20 in low grade and they go up to around $200 in circulated conditions, while uncirculated examples tend to trade between $225 and upwards of around $600. So again, this can be quite valuable to find one of these. Definitely adds a nice premium. Well, there you go. Definitely hope you enjoyed seeing some of these Indian head cent varieties. Now do keep in mind that there are a ton of Indian head cent varieties. There are a lot of great reference books out there, especially the ones that show all of the various snow varieties for the Indian head cent series. So I do suggest looking further into your Indian head cents. Down the road, I will do more videos on other Indian head cent die varieties. But for now, hope you enjoyed this one. If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. The more that you interact with our channel, the more it does encourage YouTube to share our content with more and more people. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hurry up and hit that subscribe button. The more subscribers, the merrier. And while you are at it, click on that bell. That way you get notified immediately when we upload new content. Well, everyone, until next time, have fun.